Yeah. So where we at? What episode?
I would say 5.
That's my lucky number.
This is number 5.
That's your lucky number?
Episode number 5, guys. You guys made it.
It's my lucky number. So.
To the Prada. The Porterverse Prada.
Episode number 5.
Yes.
So today, we got Nikki in the house.
Nick.
We got Natalie in the house. So we got an accountant and a teacher here.
Yes. Who's the accountant? Who's the teacher?
I am the accountant.
Okay.
I'm the teacher. I probably shouldn't be drinking. I
It's all good.
So I want to do something a little different, a little bit fun, right? We always have like high-powered monster, take over the world entrepreneurs, and it's nice to have some people that aren't stressing all day trying to make $50 million a second, and live some real life we can capture some stuff from.
Right.
So I always got to start with the money.
That ain't me.
I always got to start with the money. So Prada, right before you came in, I saw an article saying that, I don't know who said it. It was Bloomberg or one of the big publications. They said that in 10 years, they're saying 300 million jobs will be lost or dramatically reduced because
Due to AI?
Due to AI.
Yeah. I can see that.
And I think accountants are out of here. Sorry.
I've been hearing that since the beginning of my career, honestly.
Was AI around?
Yeah. I've been hearing about robotics and stuff like that since I started my career.
Okay, here's the problem. Have you even seen ChatGPT yet?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's pretty intense. Like, I don't... It's
make
scary.
sure that mic, make sure,
It's scary.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're on. Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, the partners at my firm talking about, like, how they're going to have, like, tax returns being automatically, like, filled out without any humans. That's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's math. Computers know math better than any other thing.
Yeah.
Right. Algorithms, math, the metrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that all happens after I retire. Like, I think it's still too early for anyone to trust fully a computer.
My students use it.
It's
for
happening.
For their papers and
it's
everything.
happening really fast.
Caught.
She made a point just now, though, retiring. How does a CPA retire? What's like
at
the
65?
Is that the plan for
I'm
CPA?
hoping so. That's what I'm trying to plan for.
Got a long way to go.
I know. I still have like 30 years to go.
Yeah. So you're 30, you're saying?
Okay, great.
I didn't want to do the math, but
on the topic of math, you don't need
32.
to ChatGPT.
I'm 32. Thank you very much, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
So our ChatGPT is going to take out the teachers?
No, I think teachers are always going to be.
Listen, I will respectfully say this, and I think I can speak for every teacher. You guys all wouldn't have jobs if it wasn't for me in my profession.
I agree.
Which is why we
Can you explain
should
that?
get paid more. We should be appreciated
Wait.
more.
Can you explain that?
What do you mean?
Are you talking about us?
I'm
I think it's the
talking
wrong
about-
two
I'm
people
talking
to say
about-
that too.
Everyone.
I'm talking
In
about
general.
every person who is in school. You're in school up until high school. If you choose to take that path and you go to college, how do you learn?
Right.
Who teaches you?
Homeschool, maybe.
Yeah, but that person who's homeschooling you still needs the tools, like the teacher tools, to be successful, right?
Well, no, I'm even the biggest companies right now are not going by degrees anymore.
Yeah, I've heard that.
School curriculums are garbage.
That's true.
Let's keep it real.
I agree to a certain extent. I think
keep it real.
college is expensive for no reason.
What
I also agree with that.
Yeah.
what subject do you teach?
So I'm health, phys ed, and driver's ed. I did just get my cert in counseling, SAT counseling. But I think you can also, in this generation and in times like today, after the pandemic and everything, a teacher is also a therapist, a counselor, a mom, a dad. You know, like teaching goes so.
I see what she's trying to do. That's how they're going to keep their job. Like, wait, I'm also.
But it's not. But am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I'm not, because let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, I'm not teaching my kids about the sport of soccer and how to throw a basketball or shoot a basketball. I'm teaching life lessons. I take pride in being a health educator, and what I talk about in the classroom goes far past high school.
See, I think it's more the curriculum than the teachers. Like if you had a school, what would be your subjects? It wouldn't be Abraham Lincoln.
Nah.
No,
It wouldn't
that's
be
so outdated.
Relevant subjects. Credit.
Yeah,
taxes,
stuff like that is outdated.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Things that we use
Life
on a day-to-day
101.
basis.
How to budget yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Health, I'll rock with health. I'll put you in my school.
Listen.
Driver's
you would
ed,
build a
I like
school?
that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Like
would.
Dr. Umar?
Like a Montessori.
Like Dr. Umar.
But you'd
What?
you'd
building a
also
school.
be really
That
surprised
school
what the
that's still,
kids.
did it hit yet?
No, it's not
I mean,
open.
I don't,
I think he needs a plumber.
Oh,
That's all he's missing?
He still needs a plumber for the last 365
I
days.
can't.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, darling.
But I'll be the first to say, like, especially with health education, you'd be surprised how much the kids don't know.
Yeah.
Like, respectfully, we were just, I'm not going to be on the spot.
I didn't know
but
what
we were just talking about urethras, and you
Yeah.
guys didn't even know what that was, and you
I don't
have
even know how to
them.
spell
Right,
that. So.
right.
Can you live a full happy life without knowing what your urethra is?
I mean,
I think it's
How ma-
important to
how
know.
about this?
I think it's important
How
to
many
know.
body parts do you have that you don't know? Probably like
No.
70,000.
Respectfully, I went to school for anatomy and physiology.
She might know
Yeah,
60.
That's the wrong
One
person
and
to
two.
hit with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because I don't know if I know.
Bones, muscles, everything.
But like, I think it's important for like a woman to know
their body. I think it's
her
important
body.
for anybody to
yeah,
know their
even
body.
a man to know a woman's body. Like if you're having,
You know?
Even a man to know a woman's body, not a
Yeah.
man to know a man's body.
yeah, no, a man to
We
know his
shouldn't know
body
our
too.
body. We
Seriously.
just need to know your anatomy.
No, a man should know his body too, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, the guy who passed away from colon cancer from Black Panther.
Yeah.
I think it's important
Rest
for
in
especially
peace.
Black men to like get checked for colon cancer because it runs so deep
Yep.
in our community.
I mean, you can't really check yourself for colon cancer.
Right.
have
You
to
can
go
check
to
yourself
the-
for like
yeah, the
testicular
doctor.
cancer as like we can, we have lumps and everything.
Right,
but
right.
I just think, I don't know, I just think it's really important for people to know. And it's not just health education now. It's not just sex education.
Right.
I'm talking about like the LGBTQ community. I'm talking about
Oh, I
relationship
forgot
abuse.
we had you here with that.
Get me started. Get me started, Christopher. No, but like that community and relationships and abuse and family issues and mental health, which is the biggest thing right now.
Hell yeah.
It's all important.
Yo,
It's all very important.
I agree with that. I think the only part that rubbed me the wrong way, and not because you said it, but in general, is the biggest thing right now. You notice it was like mental health because that's the biggest. I think
But it
some
is.
things are also trends, and also makes
You wanna go
more.
there, Chris?
And wait, and also makes more people think they have it, and they start creating that because you create what's in your mind.
Me personally,
Everyone.
I believe that to a certain extent.
I think
Like,
it goes. I think it
If
goes,
it's not physical,
I think it goes
yeah,
both
yeah,
ways.
yeah. I
think
believe
it
that
goes
to a
both
certain
What's both
extent,
ways?
But I think it's important that you explore that at least.
explore what.
Like if you have any mental issues, like some people would ignore that and then explode.
Some people ignore because they don't know what it is.
Right.
And that's the problem with everything in the world is that people fear what they don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that, but I'm saying there's people who have mental issues.
Got it.
There's
right.
small mental issues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's big, gigantic mental
Yeah,
issues.
yeah.
And then there's stress and problems. I think because that subject is being pushed so much, the stress and a lot of people are stressing problems, and they're like, I have a mental illness. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because once you keep pushing and
Well,
promoting
stress
something,
disorder, you can be diagnosed.
I probably
but-
got
I mean,
that.
perception, I believe. becomes
You definitely
reality.
do. You all over the place, honey.
Yeah. Perception becomes reality. You know what I mean? So when you keep feeding your brain with certain things,
But
that
I think there's a
becomes life.
difference
Absolutely.
between
Yeah.
making
You live
yourself
it.
like a victim and then living in that and then
Yeah.
actually,
Right.
I think
getting
people,
help that you actually need.
Yeah. People can run with it. I'll say that.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I just know personally, like from my experience and what I deal with, I don't know. I think it's incredibly important that you acknowledge it
Right.
and you handle it the way you're supposed to handle it, and you do what
Like
you
if
need
you
to
have
do
anger
for yourself.
issues,
So
you
what's
shouldn't
the-
just ignore that and think it's just a normal human trait.
Right.
Like you should learn to like work on that and deal with that in the right way, you know?
And what is that exactly?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Not
deal
like
with it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's medications if you get diagnosed,
if
therapy,
you have really anger.
heavy.
any
issues.
type of self-care. And no, I'm not like go sit and have a spa day and do your nails self-care. I'm
Right,
I'm like
right.
real work. Like
Yeah.
you journal, you meditate, you put your thoughts to paper,
You manifest the good stuff,
You
right?
manifest it. And I truly believe
Prada.
in that. Listen, I
That's
speak
it.
that. Whatever you speak into the universe, it comes back to you. I believe
You guys
that.
believe in manifestation?
Here we
We
go.
had a whole
we
hour conversation about manifesting.
Wait, is it a yes or no? Is it a yes or no?
It's like a maybe yes.
mostly.
You look
no.
like the person. It's like, no. Prada looks like the person. Like, nah. Manifestation is not a thing. I work hard for this shit, and I do it myself.
But yeah, I mean, that's the manifestation of it.
That's what.
Right, but I think that is the point of manifestation. I could be wrong. I think that is the point of manifestation. Like, you can't
need to
just say
believe
it.
it.
You have
But
to.
do you believe in definitions? I'm not coming. I'm not coming.
I do. Yeah.
I'm only saying that because I feel like we kind of make up our own definitions, and everyone agrees on it without. Because manifesting and working hard for something and something occurring because you worked hard are two different things.
But that's not a definition. That's a perception.
Yes, but I'm
So
saying
it's different. You can't say, do you believe in definitions?
well, we did the definition of manifesting
Yeah,
last
we gotta
time.
pull that back up. Cam, can you pull that up for us? The definition of manifestation.
Okay.
So I don't even love the word manifestation, right?
I love it. I say it all the time. I will manifest the shit out of my life.
That's
How do you know manifestation is working?
Well, currently,
Come
it's
on.
not because I'm not in a good place.
Okay.
right.
Okay.
But I'm owning that, and I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm having the best life, like I'm, doing all these things, because I know I'm not.
So your manifestation ritual was
It's on pause,
incorrect.
honey. It's on pause.
Okay. So you didn't do it properly. Because that's the thing we're saying here. Like, how are you manifesting? Are you just imagining it and dreaming it? What's the actual definition?
Display or show a quality or feeling by one's acts or appearance.
Yeah.
Demonstrate.
Acts. It's physical.
I don't think that's how and I'm sorry to say, I don't think that's how any female thinks about
So
manifestation.
now we're getting
So how do
sexist.
Yes,
how do
just
how
a
do you
little
think
bit.
women think about manifestation?
I think mostly when it's said like only the feeling. No, wait, this is men too. Nobody says I'm manifesting. Men don't say I'm about to manifest a boat. They're like, yo, I'm about to figure out how to get this money so I can buy a boat.
Right.
But I think the most accomplished people that talk about manifestation, they always say you can't just talk about it. You actually
got
have
to do it.
The most
You
accomplished
have to
people.
live your life like you already have.
Don't just
it.
say it. You
The
do
most
it.
accomplished people who talk about manifestation or the most accomplished people in general. Because the biggest guys don't talk about
Don't talk.
manifestation.
Yeah. They don't talk about nothing.
What do you mean they don't talk about nothing?
You succeed on your own. You don't. You work in private. You don't have to put that out for the
Oh,
universe.
I'm talking about the Elon Musk's
Ugh.
and all the
Yeah, but I think
the
they're
billionaires.
different personality. I wouldn't compare the two.
Compare what to what?
Like the Elon Musk and people that believe in manifestation.
Bezos, all of them. Them
Yeah.
guys, they'll tell you they just stuck with the plan.
Right.
And stuck with what when Bezos was in the garage,
Mm-hmm.
like trapping out the garage.
There was no manifestation.
He was just doing what he wanted to
Yeah.
do, and he was focused on that. He didn't care about
Mm-hmm.
going out. He didn't care about the girls. He didn't care about the car. You see what kind of car he was driving back then?
But do you think he
It was
had a thought in
I
his
think
mind?
he still drives the same car now. They say something like
Do you
that.
think he had a thought in his mind like, I want this? And then that in
Oh,
turn,
you need that mic. Yeah.
There you
I
go.
want this.
Yeah.
And then in his mind, that is some sort of manifestation.
I
But
think
it
that-
can't just be in the mind.
Yeah, I think that's
Right, but
according
that's what a lot of people say when they believe in this stuff.
Yes.
Like they're saying, you have to say it, but then you also have to put in the work.
Yeah.
Like
You
can't.
wanna
Yo,
call
if you
it,
never-
wanna
if
call
you-
it a mindset, it's just a positive mindset.
Okay,
It's
so
just
that's completely different.
Yeah.
right. But I
We
didn't,
believe in that.
But I said before, manifestation is physical. It's doing. It's
Yeah.
the doing. You
A
can
lot of
sit
people
there and
say
plan all
that
you
you
want.
have to
That's-
Oh,
live
I
your
don't
life.
like this no
But that's
more.
where self-care comes
I
in.
don't like this no more.
She heard
Even if you're right,
She
I
had
don't
the
like it.
definition and
Why?
she ran
But
with it.
that's the self-care part of it though. Self-care, you're putting your mind to what you want to do. You're putting your thoughts to it. You're creating it what you want in your mind, and then a manifestation. You are projecting it. You are doing it.
Tricky. She's being tricky with the
She's
word.
dancing around it. It's
Wait,
pretty
but
good
I don't
though.
understand what the issue
I have a
is.
master's.
There's no issue. It's all correct. Everybody is correct.
No.
No, everybody's correct because I mean, as long
Chris is always right in his mind. So.
yeah, Chris is tough. He's a tough one.
No, I'm just saying most people,
Mm-hmm.
when speaking about manifestation, do not speak about it in the way you girls are speaking about it. And I also feel like you may be speaking about it that way because we had to dig so deep and we're in a real debate, right? So it had to go. Most people think I'm about to manifest. Anyone I know that says the word manifestation has the least.
So you think that most women just say what they want and put no action towards it?
I think they do. I think they put action toward it, but I think the word manifestation, when said, is more based on what you think and the vibe and making something come true, more based on the feeling and manifesting.
Okay, so it more so like equates to just goals.
No, goals.
Listen, I never heard anybody say I'm in the act of manifesting.
Right.
It's always past tense. Like I manifested this. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what they say. That's what
Right.
religious people
I
say
manifested
too.
this. I'm here because I
present
manifested
tense.
this. Like,
But that's
did
what
you?
religious people say too. They're like, I prayed for this.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah, but
The power of prayer.
I like that.
Well, you know where I came from, Chris. I am a religious person. The power of prayer. Sorry.
Bless.
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 Bless. Like,
So did I manifest this podcast today?
No.
I think you had a thought in your head and you worked hard for it.
Oh, you mean this podcast, your podcast in general, not this specific session?
Nothing about this podcast, whether this episode, this session, this setting
Has
was
been manifested.
It was all like, yo, bro.
Prada's like, nah,
when
this
we
is
gonna
hard
do it?
fucking
we gonna
work.
do it? We gonna do this podcast one day? We said this for a year. It was never actions being, put together to this point where we're like, yo, we're gonna get this camera, then these lights, then we're gonna start talking about.
But you eventually did the actions because look at
Right.
look where
just
we
happened.
are. Not,
just
but it didn't
happened
just
like
happen.
But probably if you guys don't believe in manifestation, then
Yo.
that's fine. This works.
Manifestation.
But that's
Silly.
fine. I feel like it works for certain people and then it doesn't work for certain people.
I personally
Nah,
think
you
that
can't do that now.
Why?
You can't.
Why does everyone have to be on this
Yep.
like?
Yep, everybody can do their own thing.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
believe
saying.
in
Everybody's
manifestation.
No.
I believe in manifestation.
No,
She believes
no.
in prayer.
Right.
You don't
No.
believe in
Yo, do me a
manifestation.
favor.
You believe in hard
Just
work.
keep an eye
That's
on
fine.
it.
Right.
Listen,
Yes.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter to you what I believe in? Why does it matter to you?
Ooh, that's a
what
good. That's a good
definitions?
segue.
Because I'm just asking. Because why does it matter? She believes in prayer. Mm-hmm. I believe in like doing good in the universe and manifestation. You believe in hard work.
Sure.
Why does it matter if it all makes us happy? Who the fuck cares what
It
the
does-
name of it is?
I don't think it matters if you don't care about the person you're talking to.
I'm not saying you don't
I
care
know
that's
about
big.
them.
I gotta jump on that one because listen, right? I'm a vegan.
Okay.
Oh.
So when I'm sitting around watching my vegan friends not eat vegan or not eat
You're
right,
judging them
I'm like, yo, what the f are you doing,
as
bro?
you walk
You
around
like
with
to
that
hold your
salmon.
friends
mad.
accountable.
I am pissed off, though. I'm beyond like, man, like I'm like, yo.
But
you
does
really?
it affect you?
It affects me because I care, like he said.
Right.
But does it affect you?
Doesn't affect me physically, but mentally it does because I know what the effects of not eating right does to you. So because I care for you, I'm
Right.
like I'm watching you deteriorate.
So it's a
right in
health thing,
front of
though.
me.
It's
It's
a
a
health
health thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's all health. Yeah, it's all
Okay.
health. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like anything else. If I care about you and I'm watching you do something that I don't agree with or I feel like you could do better, then it's gonna hurt me. Like, bro, you shouldn't be doing that. Like if you ran outside, I'm like, don't go outside tonight. Then something happens. I'm gonna feel that.
Right.
Because I'm like, I told you don't do
Yeah.
that. You know
no,
what I
I
mean?
get it. I get it.
Do you think that can come off as being a little like
Rolling.
pretentious? Like
Ooh, pretentious.
if you believe in one thing and your friends like don't always follow that or don't believe in that, like because I had a relationship like that, my best friend.
Oh, we going.
And what?
No, go.
And I wanted better for her life too. And I feel like I probably came out a little bit too hard on her.
Sure.
Like not everyone can be you. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Like you
sure.
might be the most motivated person ever. You might want this and that for your life, but the next person just wants to chill.
Are you still friends with her?
We are not. Hey girl.
Wait, I have a very similar situation too, and we are not
Yeah.
friends either.
Yo, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, so what do? I think you did the right thing, regardless of how it came out.
I thought I did
Yo,
the right
there's
thing
pe-
too,
yo,
but
there-
looking back at it, I think I might have been too harsh sometimes. Like
Nah,
think you
I would
can-
push,
life
I
is
would wanna
harsh.
push it.
Yeah.
Whatever
Well, I agree.
whatever you were stopping her from doing, that was hurting her was going to probably kick her ass way harder than you were talking to her.
Then
But that's a lesson she needs to learn.
That she needs to learn.
That's a lesson she needs to
That
learn.
lesson could be death.
I'm sorry? What?
Yo,
I might have been, but like I can't force someone to do better for themselves. I can only go so far.
Yeah, but then again, we can't just stand by and let people just do what they want to do.
But that's fine. Share your opinion, but don't
force it on me.
Don't force it on
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Don't end a friendship over it. You know,
Right.
like I think the biggest lesson I've learned this year, especially this year, and my therapist, shout out to her, she can back me up. I learned that you have to stop expecting yourself in other people.
Right.
So
Yeah,
what
that's big.
you would do or what I would do, I can't expect that from you because you're not doing it.
Right.
You know, like how I would treat somebody, they might not treat me like that in return because they're not me.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but you just can't be down with the gang.
Yeah, pretty much. Because like if we're rolling a certain kind of way, you got to follow this format. Like
I understand wanting to
That's
like be
fine, but-
among like-minded people. That makes sense, but
To a certain extent, though.
like say if this was like your child,
Right.
and they just didn't want to do anything with their life, or like they
Right.
didn't want to live up to your expectation, what are you gonna do? Like disown
Get rid of them.
You're not going to turn your back on
You
them.
would get rid of your
Off with their head.
You would get rid of your child.
They gotta go. They gotta go. Listen, I got a crew of financial literacy guys, right? We follow certain type of movements. Like we fix the credit, we build our credit, we get funding, we take the money, we put it into passive income, semi-passive income streams, and that's what we do. So if you deteriorate or you derail from that path, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Are you playing with your credit? What are you doing, bro? You got a collection? What are you doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? And now, granted, that's business, but that's how we connect. So how do you connect with this person that ultimately broke up with you because you don't share that same relationship goal?
Here, let me put it in a different
You know
way.
what I'm saying?
You are a very, very nice girl.
Natalie.
Woman. You're very, very, you're pleasant, you're warm, you're kind. What if your best friend who was just like you just started to be a straight up whore?
Oh.
Damn.
And floss that on social media. Now, when you're out with her, you know, when you see a bunch of like tigers over there, you don't say, let me go up to the tigers and see which one of the tigers is nice. No,
Sure.
you might get bit.
Sure.
Because when you roll with the pack, you're going to look like the pack.
So you're just
Right,
saying she's
right.
guilty by association.
Absolutely,
Hell yeah.
110%.
Hell yeah.
I think. I mean, I agree with that to that extent because I don't relate to that, but I also don't like to judge people. Like people live that type of life.
I
Okay.
hate that.
Listen.
What is
But that's what we're
you
talking
can't judge
about.
anybody.
No, I mean obviously it's a human instinct. Like
This is what I mean.
judge,
When
but like
people
I'm not
use
gonna judge them.
When
to
people
point
use the
where-
word judge, you know what a judge does for a living? Bow.
Right.
And it gives you a sentence. You're not doing that.
but they get paid to do that. I'm not getting.
Yeah,
paid
but
to
you're
judge
not
you.
doing that. How you think about them is doing nothing to their life.
Wait, I'm
So
sorry.
you're not
Pause
actually
right
judging
there.
them.
You just proved my point.
Okay, wait a second. What point?
You just said you judging their life doesn't do anything for you.
Everybody judges. Whether
Yeah,
you
but-
say it out your mouth
Right.
or
Right,
not.
but I'm not going to judge someone.
I'm just saying, like, you're not going
to
to
the
end a
point-
friendship over
Yeah,
their
I would
their
just not
habits,
do
'cause
that.
Do you agree with the saying you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with?
No.
Please elaborate why you don't believe that. You spend time with these people. These people influence your life. Human beings, we're easily influenced. So whatever you're doing, if I hang around with you guys most of my days, if you're making money, I want to learn how to make money.
I love that for you. That's a positive right there.
If you get fly, you dress all nice, I want to know how you dress like that. I want to,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if I have a friend who's sitting there cheating on her boyfriend, and I have another friend who can't handle her alcohol, that's not me. Just because I'm hanging out with people who cheat or hanging out with people who do things, that doesn't mean I'm going to do that.
It's not you.
So can I jump in?
If you're
Hold
walking
on,
to
hold
the
on.
bridge and you have your best friend, he's like, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, but look
You
at me.
gonna jump?
I'm a perfect.
Bitch, you're on your own.
I'm a perfect example of this, right? So look, I don't drink, never drank, never had a cup of nada.
I know I'm gonna get you to drink one day.
I don't smoke, never smoke,
We're gonna get you to smoke one day.
never had a blunt of nada, right? So you're saying, Chris, you did it. All your friends smoked, all your friends drank. It wasn't about what they did. What type of friends did you have versus the type of friends who could have been in those 4 spots? Once Prada came in, I 3X'd my income, had a different outlook.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Once Lenny came in,
Yeah.
I learned different things about business, met new people who upgraded my life.
Yeah.
Those were traded for. It's not about the drinking and smoking. what type of people do that all the time.
I agree with that. And what I will say is, in regards to friendship or anything in that realm, I believe that you have to gain something from a person.
Yeah.
I need to have a positive benefit.
Hell yeah.
Right.
But just they might have some negative shit on their own. That's fine.
Like,
but if you're bringing something to the table that I like, I need, I want, there's a place for you. There's a place for you.
Your likes, your wants, your needs doesn't always have to be positive.
Because
you could be in a space where you just want to say, listen, I just broke up with my man. I need to get outside. I need to meet some new dudes. And the whore does just that for you. She's like, girl, I got you.
Then
and now
good for
rolling
you.
but you rolling with her because she has the
why are you judging a whore? First of all, why are we using the word whore? It's 2023.
What would you like?
Call them now?
What do you call
a girl who likes to have fun.
Oh.
I'm out of here.
what? No.
Mic drop, literally.
So let me sprinkle the money back on top of this situation, right? What's the minimum amount of money that your
significant other?
Yeah.
Your guy. Your dude.
Don't say man. Why? Do you want to make
No,
this
do you wanna-
strictly
do you
about
wanna-
heterosexual
do you wanna marry?
relationships?
I want to make it about the people I'm talking to.
Of course I want to marry.
Natalie is a heterosexual female.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, your other. Your
So, is there a minimum amount?
partner.
I'm not going to say a specific amount,
No,
a
you
minimum
are.
amount.
So 20 grand's okay. 20 grand a year.
No, I'm not
30
saying
grand
that
a year.
either. I'm not
40
saying
grand
that
a
either.
year.
Give us a range.
I'm saying,
then. Give us a range.
depending on where you live, the cost
New
of
Jersey.
living.
New Jersey.
Okay.
South End boy.
Okay, we'll say New Jersey, South End boy. Fine.
Yeah.
I expect a man to be able to support himself.
What number is
Fully.
that? What,
I think
what
in
does
New
that look
Jersey, you should be making around 70 to 80.
like? Okay, 70, 80.
I get the statistics.
So then you probably shouldn't date a teacher.
What are the statistics?
I mean, you told me the other day that it's just like,
it's like 55.
yeah.
At
The average?
At
Yeah,
80,
man.
At 80K, that's
Wow.
6,000, about 6,500, 6,600 a month.
And I think that's really sad.
80K.
You think that's sad?
$6,600 a month.
You should.
And this is
You want to
before
see my?
taxes.
You want to see my bank account?
No, that's
see my
tough,
bank
though.
account?
That's tough.
I think because of the world that we live in, it's really hard to make a living.
Especially
Everything
now, though,
is so
everything's more expensive than it was.
So
like
I get
3
it.
years
It's
ago.
really hard.
Yeah.
But that's why I think that we have to evolve with the times changing. Like
What do you mean by evolving?
Like the pay scale.
like we have to grow like within the times.
No,
I don't
say
know.
it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by evolve? Because we're talking about money right now.
That we all need to work harder?
Got to manifest it.
No, that we need to. Unfortunately, like, what can you do? You can either
Yeah, but there's only
not
so
afford
many.
life.
Don't get it twisted. You're talking to entrepreneurs, right? So yeah, we're with you, but like everybody goes out and makes money some way,
right.
and there's going to be levels to it. It's just that everything's more expensive.
Yeah.
Inflation's going crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone's going to rise together or fall together.
We're
like
falling.
the middle class is not magically
Yeah.
going to get up here and everyone's going to be making 160.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, are way more men going to be left out of,
Love.
Yeah.
but then way more women too, because there's not enough men
Right.
in the top 20% to even like you.
I got a
To
question.
even like you.
I got a good question right here for you guys. Listen, ladies always seem to have an idea of what a man should be doing to make them happy,
Yeah.
or to enhance their life, or to project their lives.
It's all about love languages.
Yes. So if give me one suggestion for a guy that's trying to get some more money, like, you know, he's got a 9 to 5. He's not
Yeah.
making 80, so he's not bringing in $6,600 a month.
How do
What do
you
you
know?
tell a guy like this, especially if you love him, you got some feelings for him, or whatever the case may be? What do you suggest?
Is there growth in his company?
No company. He's a 9 to 5 right now.
I love a 9 to 5 guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a 9 to 5 girl.
Oh, I mean, in his company, I'm thinking you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, is there
Yeah.
growth in general?
Right.
Wherever they work.
I think at that point it's important to find partnership. I think
Balance.
there's power in marriage, and when you have a significant other, you guys can make it work together.
Holy.
Y'all
So
become a
I
we.
got to get married because I don't make enough money? Is that what I just heard?
Either that or you got to make an OnlyFans. So.
Right?
That's
Like,
more like it. Yeah.
or unless
Sell these
you
toes.
you want to
Sell
like
those toes,
hustle,
honey.
and work hard. But I know that's not everyone's personality.
But yeah, damn.
But what are you gonna do? So
give me a suggestion for the guy.
What?
So,
like job wise?
Listen.
They can't.
Let's role play. I'm your guy. I'm struggling. I need to get right. You're like, honey, let's just get married so we can infuse our income and you'll be good. Is that that's the solution there?
Okay, I wouldn't say that's the solution. I would say, what are your interests? What are you good at?
You ask that all the time.
I think for the yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Wait, why isn't the answer always never? Why isn't the man evolving himself to make more money? It's always the woman have to date down.
No. I don't. I think you're right. You're talking to animals here,
and
he's even worse of an animal. If you ask him about any TV show, any song, he knows nothing.
I know nothing about current events. I live and I'm immersed in
money,
money, and not that I only care about money, but I care about the advancement of my people and making sure that we could get to the point where, listen, we're not worried about bills anymore. We're not worried about stresses of paying these bills. How are we going to get the money to pay the bills? None of that. No, we have time to do stuff like this.
Of having a man do 70 to 80K too much?
No,
because I think
that's fair for New Jersey, but it's not realistic.
Fair to support yourself, like as a human being, like that's enough to support yourself.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong for one thing.
I don't think she's wrong
at all. No. I don't think anything that a woman wants is wrong for her to want.
Okay.
But
watch your words here, Christopher.
But just know
it's not realistic.
I wouldn't go that far.
No. It is that far, bro.
Oh, so then what would I do in my situation then?
Go to only our events with all the rich people and dig out of that pool.
You gotta definitely.
But I don't want to like date that type of man though.
What type of man? A man that makes 80 grand or more?
So you gotta be be ready to be responsible for that other guy that makes you feel good that doesn't have the money.
But can we tie in?
Yeah, you have to pick one.
Yeah.
But can we tie in like happiness and all this? Because
if
you're slaving away and you're making 120 grand, good for you. That's great. Are you happy?
Right.
Because I'll be the first person to say this. I understand money is great. It makes me happy too.
Yeah, but if I'm not happy, like it's just not gonna register.
And that's
for me.
I feel like you know that quote. It's like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Yeah, and also linked with that. Thanks, Alexa.
Hello, Cameron. We're on the live podcast right now.
No, but you either love what you do and you make shit money, or you hate what you do and you make great money.
No. There's definitely a balance.
Why are you going to the extremes?
That's not an extreme. I think it is what it is.
No, it's not.
I love what I do. I make great money doing it.
Well, you're the exception.
And
you ever see he's just not that into you? You are the exception.
Wait.
When I do it, how I do it, where I do it.
And we know a lot of people with money.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people do though.
Who do you know that's unhappy that makes that money?
I can't pick one.
I don't know.
Off the top, I can't pick one.
Y'all are the exception.
No.
You just said you know a lot of people who make good money. A lot of people don't know people who make good money.
That's our point.
That's my point.
The people who have the money. For me,
you think all people that have money are like happy?
I do not think that.
Okay.
But I don't think they're not happy because
happy.
what they're doing. I don't think they're not happy because they have to work to get that money. They're unhappy for other things in life.
Right. So I think that's the point she's trying to get at, that you could still have all the money in the world or you can still be doing what you love.
Yeah, but that's diverting. That's diverting from what.
But
because I love what I do and I'm making shit money. So what am I supposed to do?
You're have to get passive and semi-passive income. That's what you need to
break that down for me.
You need to figure out a way to invest in a business or some type of investment that makes you money without you being hands-on. That's what you need. So you can continue working with the kids, but you're making the money on the side that you don't have to focus on.
So what are some true examples of passive income? Because I hear that all the time, and I feel like a lot of people get confused of what are truly passive income.
Like what? Give me an example of what jobs I could do. Because me and Chris talked about OnlyFans, but I can't do that. I can't put my face out there. I'm a teacher.
You don't put your face out. You put your toes out.
I hear a lot about real estate.
It's all about the toes.
I'll just paint them a different color
Nikki's
every day.
Toes. OnlyFans.com/Nikki's Toes. Nikki's toes.
Lick these toes. Liggy niggies.
Listen,
I hear a lot about real estate, and that's all like dandy and like beautiful, but I really feel like you need to have a good starting point. Like,
sure.
I don't know if it's like scams or anything. I'm like really not knowledgeable about this, but like I'm hearing like, oh, you can put like less than 3% on a property and like buy a 2-family home and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And although that might be possible,
sure.
I think it's possible at a certain period of time, and we don't live in that certain period of time.
Explain that.
Yeah, the
because I want to make sure I answer
he's about to get you
for you. Because you said a few things. You said the whole 3.5% down to purchase a house. Okay, you said that may be a scam. And then you said more about, you don't think we're in the times of that right now. What does that mean exactly?
I think real estate prices are extremely expensive right now.
Sure.
And a lot of people don't even have that 3% to put down.
I love that. I love that. This is
so
true.
I want to know, like, how do people avoid that? Like, how do they get over that?
So what we do and what we specialize in here is finding you that 3% down. So let's just call the house that you're looking at $100,000. What is 3% of that?
That's a cheap house.
$3,000. Yeah. That is. That's like Ohio prices. All right, let's go a milli. Let's go a milli. Let's go a milli. We're in New Jersey. Yeah, $1 million, right? You're looking at a 3-family, 2-family, $1 million, Bergen County. You're like, I really want this. I'm gonna live in one of these units and I'm gonna rent out the other one. $1 million, 3%, 3.5. That's $35,000. Most people don't have that. They can't save that. The 9-to-5 won't allow it. So what we do is we teach you how to leverage your credit to get the funding necessary to put that money down. So now, one, you don't come out of pocket. You basically go to Chris and say, Chris, I need that money. I need $35,000 so I could close on this place. And Chris is looking at you like, well, show me you can pay me back. And that's on your credit report. That's basically your resume. This is what I do. I've been taking care of my credit cards for X amount of time, Chris. Give me that $35,000. Chris is like, sure. Based on what I see, I'm going to give you this $35,000. You take that money, you go buy your place. Now you got to pay Chris $35,000. What you do is you rent that other unit. Chris gives you about 5, 6, 7, 10 years to pay him that $35,000, whatever it may be, whatever you guys negotiate. The income from the other apartment, the other unit pays Chris back, and you live rent free.
Now, let's take it a little further back.
Yeah.
Now, what if you have horrible credit?
Well, there's a place for that too.
It's just not with Prada.
We'll take care of that too. But the thing is, now you have to be realistic about your goals. Because you already came and said you don't have the money for the 35 down, right? So you couldn't get this regardless. I gave you a solution. The solution was to leverage your credit. You told me, hey, I don't have the credit right now.
Right.
So now you have to be realistic and say, well, it's going to take me some time to fix this. I got to fix my credit so that way I can leverage it later on down the line. Okay. And now you just set a plan, maybe a year or two down the line, you can go back and get that $1 million property.
Okay.
But there's no credit that can't be fixed. There's no issues on your credit report that can't be fixed.
Bankruptcies,
repos, student loans, whatever the case may be.
Collections. I heard student loans are not dischargeable.
It can't be forgiven, but it could be removed.
Right.
From your credit.
Yes.
Report.
Yes. They don't have to report because anything on your credit report has to be consented by you to be reported. Okay. You are the real furnisher of the data on your credit report. You allow them to report whatever it is because it's public information. Well, it's your privacy, really, but they make it public, and that's really not the case. So when we start talking consumer laws and things like that, we get into the facts that anything being reported on your credit report has to be consented by you, and that at that point we can gauge what we want reported. So the good stuff stays, the bad stuff goes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now how do you guys deal with like inventory problems? Because I know like the market is really hot. People want to buy stuff. Yeah. And I feel like 2-family houses, 3-family houses are really hard to come by.
Sure. So, I mean, this is a whole nother topic, but if you don't find it like regular listings, MLS and things like that, we're in the times right now where people are losing their places. Right. Big time. Like everyone's losing their homes. Yep. And it's unfortunate for them, but it could be your lucky day. Right. So learning how to find pre-foreclosures. Learning how to find pre-foreclosures.
What it is.
It's a super hack to find off-market listings.
Yeah.
Pre-foreclosures, you could get a list. You could use a service called PropWire. It's a free service. And based on that free service, you can search all the pre-foreclosures in New Jersey or nationwide to be, truthful. They have PropStream and all these other places that you could pay for, but PropWire is free. So when you search pre-foreclosures, make a list and you start contacting these people and saying, hey, listen, are you in the market for selling, to sell your place? And you don't need to come just straight out and say, I see you're in foreclosure, because they know they're in foreclosure. You could just say, hey, look, I'm in the market for buying some places in the area. If you're calling around Newark or South Amboy or Atlantic City, wherever, and say, hey, I want to buy some things down here. Are you interested in selling? And that's how you open up the conversation, and then we could start figuring out how to leverage credit
and we're, because of the questions you asked, that's just real estate.
That's just real estate.
There's a massive amount of things.
Plethora.
Yeah.
How you say plethora?
I don't know.
Plethora.
I have a lisp, so if I would have tried that, my tongue would
Go
have.
ahead, honey. Go ahead.
My tongue would have.
Do it.
It dropped. The whole tongue would have dropped. Hey.
Yo, you don't know how as a teacher, you don't know how much work it takes.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be a clip to keep my tongue in my mouth. Like I concentrate to keep my tongue is like this long.
Bragging.
I go suffering succotash. Like I got the.
No. I grew up with a speech impediment, so
I wish the camera could zoom in on me right now.
I have to think about it.
Bragging out about your tongue.
So let me ask you guys.
I'm scared.
If you weren't in the professions you guys are in right now, what would you be doing? If you ideally anything in the world, whether it makes the most money or it makes the least money, what is it that you would be doing?
Traveling.
Okay.
I am so envious of those Instagram accounts of people just up and traveling the world in a van. And
would you do it as a job?
If I could, absolutely.
Oh, you can.
I'm a traveler.
Sure
I'm a hiker. I would love that.
Yeah.
I don't know how people
do you know who this guy is?
Not a hiker.
He's not a hiker, but he can.
Listen, when we were booking our vacation, Hallie was like, "We're not hiking. We're going to a beach."
I don't do hiking.
Not with these Achilles.
This guy gets you paid for showing off your lifestyle.
Ooh,
I don't live an exciting lifestyle right now.
I hate when people say that.
I don't. I'm a broke teacher. I don't got nothing.
First of all, you need to learn how to document everything. So when this Cancun trip, did you guys already put that out, or did I put that up?
We are going to Cancun.
We're going to Cancun.
I ain't with nobody.
We're going to Cancun.
You know what I'm saying? But when you do that, you got to document it.
Everything.
Because everybody wants to live like you guys, right?
The
world, no, it's not boring.
We got to get summer ready.
not boring.
Nobody wants to see our
Document
footage and documentation if we don't look the part.
Well, here's the thing. There's documenting, right? But then there's also like, and I always ask you, right? What do you know that other people don't know?
That's him.
You're a teacher. Teach them.
Yeah.
Yo, online.
Teach them what?
Online education is the wave right now.
Nah, for real.
Because instead of that 80,000, 120, however much college costs, you can spend 6 months online and beat out a college student faster than lightning. By the time they get out of college, you're a millionaire.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I feel like you need to use discernment on what you're trying to learn, because I feel like you don't have to pay for everything. Like there's a lot of free stuff on YouTube.
First of all, I have to hit.
Yes.
Go.
No. You.
No. For her specifically. Yeah. And we didn't tell the world you're a CPA, but you are a CPA.
I am.
And there's people that can really use your tools.
I know. I agree with that.
So not just the service.
Yeah.
But teaching people how to do exactly what you do is very, very valuable.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. So you have no excuse. You can make more income doing exactly what you do now.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, you can listen. It's probably like 500 people in this building. You need to be throwing classes here. You guys want to save an extra $100,000 on your taxes? You guys are rich, right? You're living down here.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I agree with that. But
you feel me?
Is it sad to say I don't dream of work?
I was just about to say you're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah.
I know you're talking to the wrong person.
She makes great money, and she doesn't care to break her back and do all the extra to have a Ferrari. She does not care. She wants love, comfort, and
movie nights.
And Netflix. I said it right.
Yeah. He's got to be making 80. Dang.
Like I don't dream of work. Like
she's good.
I thank God that I got into this profession, because it's like afforded me to live on my own, to have my baby dog.
Solid.
Yeah,
Solid.
and I'm happy about that.
Good.
But like Like, I'm not like a hustle, like, go get it type of girl. Like,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like to work a 9-to-5 job and come home and not think about it.
Sure.
You don't
So
take your
you
work
don't.
home.
So you don't want to retire at least 20 years sooner.
I mean, I would love that. I would. But also what scares me about retirement is that I would be bored. So I also don't mind working until I'm of age, but I just don't like the hustle culture of being a business owner. It's not my personality.
Sure.
And that's very powerful.
Yeah.
To know
That's good
that.
to know that.
I think it's really
but
good to know that about yourself.
There's being a 9-to-5er.
Yeah.
There's being a business owner.
Right.
There's being an entrepreneur.
Right.
There's being an investor.
Yeah.
Right. So you still could put your money places that
Sure.
you know.
Yeah, that I would love.
Where
to
you don't
look
have to be
into.
like.
We're talking like
yeah.
stock and everything when you say
Yeah.
investments and stuff.
Yes and no. Stocks is one thing. Real estate is a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
You could be an angel investor, where now it's like, hey, you got the money, I got the idea. You give me the money, I split the check with you, and you never touch anything.
So I have to come up with
Why'd my
something
voice
great
get that
though.
deep?
I have to.
I like it.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
The voice got deep on that one. Yeah.
What?
So, but that's what you can do.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I don't dream of working.
That's beautiful. I've never. That's
Never
not,
heard anybody talk about.
No,
Not like that.
No.
I've been like that. Since
Doesn't
day one.
that
I was
old?
about to say, I know
who's
a
that
lot of
old-
people like that.
Who's
What are
that
you talking
old
about?
light skinned black
True too.
big time actor from back in the day?
Oh,
She's like, I don't dream.
yeah.
She's like, dream. I never dreamed of
Right.
work.
I don't dream
They're
of
like,
labor.
yeah, they asked, what's your dream job? And they're like,
I don't dream of labor.
she's like, I don't dream of labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah.
was up
That's
to me, I
real.
would wake up every day
Uh-huh.
and possibly do nothing. Like walk my dog,
That's how we should all be.
take care of a
But
child.
that's the luxuries of
I
life.
aspire to
like
do
that.
You heard what
that.
she said?
All right, Chris.
You heard what she said?
Not every woman's gonna be like
Who,
that.
I didn't
but-
say every woman,
Take
did I?
care of your
All I said
child.
was, you hear,
Yeah.
this is unusual.
Unusual?
All right. I mean, I wouldn't want to like stay
It's not
home with the
unusual.
baby.
This is exactly how everybody feels. They all want to wake up and do nothing.
Yeah.
And take care of their
Yeah.
babies.
So why?
Not every
No.
woman wants to do that.
Or maybe
though.
not the babies.
Maybe
but
subconsciously,
wake up and
but
not do shit.
At
That's
least
what
how
they wanna do.
online
Yeah.
feels, it feels like that's frowned upon now.
What the
I don't agree
I
with
think it's
it.
Doing
frowned
nothing?
upon for men.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for men once again.
Right.
Back to the men woman. The you know the double standards and everything else that you guys been talking about all night.
Mm-hmm.
We can't wake up and say, I don't dream of labor.
But I also think
Why'd you say it like that?
that's
That's how the girl says it.
I don't
yeah.
dream of labor.
I think
Oh.
Christopher, don't call me today. I'm not working.
But I think in this modern world that everything's so expensive, two people have to work in the household.
Yep.
Yeah, but the other problem is everything's not that expensive. We got
Housing is the most.
no.
What are you talking about?
No. We got so used to living a certain type of life that
You can even find a apartment in the ghetto, and that's gonna run you like $1,800 now. Like
It's real.
that is like
Eggs
inflation
are
is
like
real.
$7 now. They used to be
Yeah.
like $1.99.
It's real.
Like unfortunately, I don't think there's anywhere.
So why is
around
it that a lot of people from other countries can come together by a gang? 7 people live together, stack up their money, open businesses. Of course, if you start by yourself alone and you're making $60,000 and everything goes, it's going to be hard. But there's ways to get to where you got to get to. But nobody wants to sacrifice that 3, 4, 5 years of time in order to set up the rest of their life.
But what if you realize it now?
It's never too late.
Is it
Right.
though?
Who
It's
can?
never.
Nah, it's never too late. Who? Back to the 5 friends you have. Who do you know will bunk with you in a 2-3 bedroom apartment when it's 5 of you guys and you guys are gonna hustle, rock out, pay that $3,500 rent? 5 of you, which is what, $700 a piece. That really could change your dynamic for the month. Like I'm not kicking out $3,500 myself,
Yeah.
but
Not
now
every-
you
not
got to
ev-
share the space. You got to share the fridge.
This small space though?
I know that's a lot.
That's
My
a
mental
lot.
health.
I mean,
That's
But
a
that's
lot.
the
Yeah,
whole
that's a lot
point.
for my mental.
That's if you don't
But
do the
you can't-
push-ups, you don't get the muscle. That's just,
the sacrifice.
But how much do you sacrifice for that?
I mean, it may
How
be-
does it?
I
does
think
it
it might be
balance
worth it
out?
for some people, but like I
For
don't know.
others, I don't know.
I don't know if it is worth it for everybody.
It's all about the plan. Back to the plan. See, everybody wants to jump before they crawl.
Not me. I want to crawl.
You gotta crawl sometimes, and crawling may be bunking with everybody. You know,
I want to be on a.
You don't
Listen,
have your
I
own
don't mind
room
living with
anymore.
5 people. I mind not having my own space. Yeah. I'm big on space. I need,
Right.
you know, I like to do
Same.
things in
That's
peace,
why it is what it is. Like,
you know?
Yeah.
But you want. Wait, I don't.
you want? What do you want?
Wait,
what do
us
you-
as women?
No,
What
I'm just saying, like,
Oh, in general.
it's sacrificing the short term comfort for the long term.
Yes.
I mean, I think we've both
We're
done
not
it.
we're
Like,
not
we
telling
went
you to
to-
bunk with 7.
Well,
We're just saying
yeah.
most humans, men, whatever, aren't willing to do that, and that's why it's
Americans
Yo,
specifically.
yeah, it's just
Yeah, I was
math.
just about to say, because before
Specifically.
you said people come in, like 5 people run deep from another country come here. Let's be realistic. They wouldn't come here. They're staying in their country because it's probably better living than it is here.
No,
think it
well,
depends on the
yeah, but
country.
not enough money, right?
Not
They
enough
most-
opportunity, but,
Yeah.
but everywhere else it's cheaper to live, so life is cheaper.
Yeah, so they come here, they get the bag, they go back.
Right.
They come and establish
But
something,
they
they
come
go
here.
back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And we're here and we don't establish nothing. We just die working, and that's that. So why can they come and sacrifice 5 years, get rich?
How old are these people we're talking about?
I mean, I don't know.
If you told me this 5 years ago, I would be like, okay.
Yeah, but that's
But right now?
Yeah, but everybody, it's always right now.
But that's what
It's
I'm
always
saying.
now. Now
But
is
that's what
the
I'm
best
saying.
time,
If we had
always.
this conversation five years ago, I'd be like, all right, cool, well, I'm down. I get it. But now,
Yeah, because I
at
feel
32,
like
I'm turning 32 next month.
At 32, you rather suffer than to bunk with 5 others, stack up your money, get the credit right.
my credit,
tap in
my
with
credit,
me.
I just want to make a point. My credit is great.
I know my
Don't get
credit
that
is
twisted.
perfect.
I don't got money, but my credit is
your,
good.
Your credit
Yeah.
score or your credit report?
No, my credit score
My
and
credit
my report
score.
is nearly
Okay,
perfect.
I don't know about
okay.
that report
We'll
you
find
said.
out. We'll
Right.
figure that out. We're gonna figure
Well,
out.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot. You know when you
You
come
You
just-
rather
you
bunk
said-
up, you rather...
yeah,
Yeah.
so listen, that
I don't know. If I'm living with my 5 best friends, that's great. I would love that for me.
of course.
But again, not in a 2-bedroom apartment.
All right, well, y'all figure it out, get the space, and y'all it's still gonna be cheaper
I'm
than
down
you
for
being
that.
by yourself.
I'm down for that.
You
Yeah.
gotta put the
Yeah.
play into action.
But all my other friends are in different places in their lives.
I think they want to live with strangers.
Like they're living with their boyfriends,
Strangers
or
might have to be then.
they just got engaged, or they got a house, or they got a kid. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's no timeline on that stuff. But
I know for me, like, I don't know if it's really worth it.
we're all about mental health here.
Yeah.
Sure.
We all
I mean, if I was younger,
Come
like,
at me,
I sacrificed
Christopher.
a lot. I mean, I would say,
come at me, Christopher.
like, when I was studying for school and, like, you know, getting my master's and my CPA, I sacrificed a lot. Like, I didn't go out or anything. Like, I wasn't, like, I'm never, like,
You
a
don't
party
go out
person.
first of all, so
Okay,
you didn't
thank you, Prada.
sacrifice.
First of all, we go out.
no.
We went out to the
Nick
city a
and
few
Nat,
weeks ago.
you-
Nick and Nat.
Nick at night.
Nick and Night.
Oh, my
Nick
God.
and Night. It's past my
We're
bedtime.
making our
by the way.
own podcast.
We should
You
Nick and
definitely
Nat.
should. I like that
No,
for
we
y'all.
went to the city a few
Yeah,
weeks ago.
yeah.
We stayed out past midnight, guys.
No way.
And we're going. We just booked Cancun.
Yeah,
We're about to
yeah.
have a party.
I'm like,
we
I'm trying
invited
to
you
grow
guys.
up.
You guys are welcome to come.
Yeah.
Just get your own room because we want our own space.
I know,
like we've
sorry.
been saying.
Sorry.
I'm in
That's
the middle of
problem now.
sacrificing.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
You guys can make content in Cancun.
In Cancun.
Being on the beach, talking about your, you know.
Yeah.
The
I love
resort,
that.
you could use that
Sure.
footage.
Right.
Or you let me know. I'll shoot it for you while I'm there, honey. And I'll come back.
And
I'll
Bestie
give it
has to
you.
come too. Bestie.
We'll bring this party
Can.
to Cancun.
We can do that.
I don't know if you can bring all this equipment, though. Make it a little messy.
So you wanted to school us on the Apple card.
Oh no, I just wanted to
yeah.
have that conversation.
Oh.
This is hot. I didn't even get to do any content on this. This
Yeah.
is that hot.
Did you
Right.
know?
Did you know? Look at the camera. So basically, the Apple Card, right? One of our favorite cards because it pays you like 3% cash back on all purchases or most purchases. You know, and
I have a card that does that, too.
which one?
My Bank of America card.
BOA, 3%.
BOA, 3%.
That's pretty good. So with the Apple Card, it does similar, right? And essentially, you get paid for spending money, right? When you use debit, you use cash, you don't get anything back.
Right.
So we love to use credit cards for that specific reason.
Yep.
Apple just added another feature, and I feel like I'm like promoting Apple for some reason right now.
Tag
Cut
'em.
me a check.
Tag 'em.
Yeah.
But Apple
Come on,
just
Apple.
added this savings account, high yielding savings account, where the money that you get, the 3% back off the purchases, now gains 4% interest while
4.5.
sitting 4.5 while sitting in the Apple,
savings account.
Yes.
Basically 350.
So you're getting free money because like interest usually is a bad thing, but you're saying
No, well, interest, paid on the money that's saving. Yeah.
interesting.
No, interest is not a bad thing if you're on the side of
yeah.
Right. But in my case, most times,
we only talk about interest from the other way.
Yes.
Right.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So if you have money, big money sitting somewhere, you just sit it there for the most part.
I mean, I definitely think like financial stability and like being savvy in that realm is good. Like my ex was really good. Like he had a credit card for every different thing. One for gas, one for food, one for this, one for that.
I think
that's pretty
smart.
clean.
I think it's very smart.
That's clean. I'll take that a step further. Certain cards for certain things, not just like one for this.
Yeah.
Like this one pays you more for this.
Yeah,
action.
Specifically, like the perks that come with it would be the
Exactly.
card. Like one's
That's
a
what he
travel
does.
card, we would
Yeah.
book vacations.
Oh,
This would
yeah.
be, yeah.
That's
so
our
you
girl,
definitely
Sheeta.
pay attention to the
Sheeta does that very well.
Very savvy, very savvy.
How do you coach people that have issues with credit? Like you tell them to like get a credit for their purchases because it will benefit them. But what if they don't pay their balance at the end of the month? That would be like a negative for them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they gotta have discipline.
Do you break down
It's
their
all about
income and
discipline.
everything?
Most Americans don't have discipline.
Sometimes
Most will lose.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do that. We can break that down. But the thing about it is, if you couldn't afford it with cash, then you shouldn't be using credit cards to do it. Especially
that's what everybody says. If you can afford it, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't be buying it.
Yes, especially if that purchase doesn't have an ROI, there's no return on an investment. So if we're talking about buying sneakers, then hell no. Right?
Okay, I see.
But unless those sneakers are going to be resold,
Yeah.
now it's an investment that's going to pay you back.
Yeah.
So you can get the money, you make the extra funds, and you pay, the $100 that you pay.
So
on
you
the
don't
sneakers.
recommend putting like everyday like expenses, clothes or anything on the credit card unless you have the actual cash to pay it off.
Yes, correct. Things that your normal spend.
Gotcha.
Put it all on a card because you're going to do this regardless.
Right.
Groceries,
Because you're
gas.
going to charge your card and then you just transfer the money over as you do it.
Even
Yeah.
your rent.
Rent.
I do that. I do that with my 3% back.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Which
they
card
charge.
is
But
it?
they charge you
VOA?
3%.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they charge you a fee. I was just about to say.
Well, fuck.
There's a way around that too.
Damn.
There's a way around
that,
that.
Nikki. They charge you a whole 3%.
Well, damn.
Yeah. That's why I do direct deposit.
But for you, it's okay because you make 3% and you got charged 3%. So it's
It balances out. I thought I was doing it.
I think it's 2.5 actually. You're making.
It might be
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
I love that 0.5 for me.
Still, yeah.
I love that for you.
I love that
definitely do.
0.5 for me.
Yeah.
Bless.
That's pretty good.
I think life is what you make it.
I agree.
I think everyone should have a plan.
Right.
I
agree.
think people get what they deserve, not what they want. People get what they create, not what they manifest. And I love you too for coming through.
Yeah, that's good.
Any
stuff.
last words, Nikki?
I don't know.
I got
Don't put me on the
nothing.
Any last words?
But I did enjoy myself, and you guys
Good.
were amazing.
That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that was
had
fun.
Yeah.
I had fun.
I'm gonna keep it
How
real.
I look on
I think
camera,
I
I
think-
don't know. Okay,
I was about to
let's
say,
pray.
Is this even my angle? Because we've been sitting for
Right,
over an
I
hour
feel
now,
like
and I don't
like,
even.
am I gonna get cancer on this?
Oh,
No, I
my
think
God.
I can talk for like 3 more hours. So we would love to come
You see
back.
the
for
Yeah.
this.
you see the difference?
Yeah.
It's you know
smooth.
it's
It's
cool.
smooth.
Let's do this again.
We
Yeah.
should do this again.
Definitely
Part 2. Nick
I
and
wanna
Nat.
get in
Nick
more-
and Nat
Nick
part
and
2.
Nat.
Nick and Nat. Nick and
Y'all
Nat.
can't just come over here and just take over our whole show like that.
Right.
Nick and that part.
Nick
too.
and Nat.
Porter versus Prada. You already know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything, Prada?
Listen, for the both of you guys are amazing. I want you guys to make more money so you can retire early in life. If you guys want to access more funds, fix the credit, build the credit, get the funding. Find someone or something to invest in and make that money passively or semi-passively. And this is how we get active.
Sounds like we'll have a conversation.
And after all
on the
that,
side.
submit to your king.
Then submit.
We out, baby.
Bye, Chris. Is it? Hello?
Everything's shut. That's how you do that shit. Submit to your king. That's fire.